This morning I'm building the kitchen exterior wall, and then I'm going to hopefully sheathe it and tip it up with the excavator. I've got some beams to plane, and hopefully we can get far along on the kitchen sloped ceiling that mimics the cathedral space. So that's the plan. It's probably going to take me today and tomorrow to get that all done. And then the very next thing would be to put the ceiling boards on and start actually putting on the roof system. So I'll film putting this together, and I'll probably put it on fast forward so you don't have to watch the slow process.
get back.
So, when this thing comes down, we're going to push it up all the way. Plumb. Oh, the tractor's holding it. Oh, let's see. Let me just get a nail in over here. Help.
I don't think.
Will these windows here be able to be open? How are you going to get off the roof when you get the last board? Well, it's the end of another day. It's actually a holiday, but you know, around here we work through the weekends and the holidays because you got to get a house built. So I thought I filmed putting this wall up in the kitchen. I'm not sure, the camera shut off if we actually got it up. As you can see, that's the kitchen window. It's 3 windows molded together, and the center one will operate, and 2 fixed ones in the edges. And this is actually as big as our pantry is going to be. It's kind of small. I think it's going to be fine as long as we can keep it to food products and not miscellaneous stuff that should be in the cellar. Like our old pantry was twice the size, but we only had one little corner that we used for food. So this is what we got done today. It's unbelievable. Yeah, maybe a back up so you can see it a little bit better. So we got the ceiling boards stained and up on that side, and I really wish they had been edged a little bit better. But you know what? They're going to dry and cracks are going to form anyway. So I guess I'm going to live with it. We bought a gallon of solid stain, thinking, well, we'll just dilute it. So the guy recommended a cup of water to dilute it. Well, we diluted it about 50-50, and I think it came out great. You can see it's got some color up there, and you can still see all the grain. So instead of buying semi-transparent stain, we bought solid stain and made our own. So tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be nice. My goal is to plane and get all of the rafter parts for the kitchen up, and hopefully get purlins all the way up. So at that point, then we can finish the ceiling boards up here. So that'll be huge. So made great progress today. My folks and Kristen helped, and it all went really well. So all right, well, thanks for watching. Stay safe from the coronavirus, and I hope you had a good holiday weekend. See you later. This morning I put up this 8x8 here and a 6x8 header up top, and I'm working on the collar ties. Hold on, camera's all mixed up here. Working on these collar ties here, and so all of these notches will fit up in there. Oh, how's that? Is that better? Up in there, and I'll just screw down through here to help hold it in place. These are not really structural. I guess everything I add is structural, but these are more to help bring the slope ceiling, cathedral ceiling of the kitchen down a little, make it feel a little more cozy. And you could also hang stuff off of them. Kristen says she doesn't want to do that, but somebody may want to. And so I've got 2 of the 3 ready to go, and hopefully that's a snug fit. I probably have to use a sledgehammer to get them in place. Let's see how it goes. You can see it's already lowering the feel of the ceiling in here. And that's what we're hoping for. You know, I was thinking about this, so you'll be in here, and that's what you'll see, is there's still a third one to go in, which I haven't made up yet. This also gives somebody in the future, or maybe us, the opportunity to put the same stained ceiling boards over this to drop this down if we chose to do that. So this opens up some options, and it makes the kitchen a little more cozy other than this big open space. I want this space to feel big and open, but the rest of the house to feel I guess just more cozy feeling. So, well, I forgot to mention something. It might be interesting to some people. This whole section in here, let me turn it around so you can see. This whole section of the build, I really don't have any idea how I'm going to get to the end. So it's just a very typical problem in the construction business if you're doing something out of the norm. Is you really have to figure it out as you go. And so the way that I end up doing it is, and I imagine most people, is you work from the known. You start with the piece that you know goes where that piece goes, and then you just keep adding on, and eventually the problem solves itself one way or the other. Maybe not the easiest or quickest way, but it will solve itself. And down here, I still don't know exactly how some of the framing is going to go right over this area. And so I'm working my way towards that. I'm doing all the stuff that needed to get done. Install the walls, put up the collar ties and the short trusses, and working my way over to this edge over here that's a little on the confusing side. So you don't, no, probably not the conventional way, but you don't need to know everything from the beginning. I know architects want to have it all figured out, and even some drawings I've seen from architects, they say to be determined on the job site or something like that. So even they don't know. So I'm really not worried about this end. It will resolve itself by me working from the known to the unknown. And there you have it. There's my secret for the day. I thought I could lift it, but it's way too heavy. It's still pretty green on the inside. So I'm going to use the same old technique I've used before. Is let the tractor lift it up onto the staging, and then it'll be over 3/4 of the way to the right height, and I can mess with it then. So there it goes. The third collar tie, or fourth one, I don't know what you want to call it. That's all we're putting in. Now I can start. I get to do some framing up above these to support the short rafters, and I got to go get some 2x4s and start filling this space in here. So it's another really hot one for some reason. I think it's a 2-shower day. All right, stay tuned for more. I'll show you the progress here in a little bit. Well, this is where I am at the end of the day. I got all this built, the top plate. I just put the top plate on. I still have all of the interior wall and the pantry here to build, and that'll be underneath that beam, so that'll give that even more support. And I've got 3 rafters to put in and a fake one down at the end tomorrow, and then I can build that 2x4 wall and block it. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me just take this down a little. I'm going to go down cellar and sister some of the floor joists under here, because, you know, I guess I did admit it got by me, or somehow, but that's actually going to be a load-bearing wall. And the support underneath these is not directly underneath them. It's offset by like 3 feet. So under these rafters in these 4 spots, I'm going to go down and double up. I'll put another floor joist on either side of the ones directly under those spots, and that should handle any of the weight and make me feel good. And if the building inspector catches it, he should feel good about it as well. So I'm sure it's going to be overbuilt, but you know, I want to sleep well at night. So, and I've got the wood, so I might as well put it in there, and just there, it'll be done. Again, welcome back to the house. I'm just about to put up the last of the purlins. I've got these 3 here and those 2 there, and I keep saying, excuse me, I keep saying that's the last of the heavy stuff, but that is literally the last of the big beam timber stuff. We're not putting any more in the house. Back up, you can see what's going on. I didn't film anything yesterday because we had a bunch of people here and stuff was getting done, and anyways, got this wall built. I know it doesn't look like much because it's all going to get covered up, but that forms the entrance into the house and a coat closet, and this is the TV room. There'll be a whole bunch of built-ins there for bookshelves and the TV and such. So, you know, it changes the room, but I think we needed to define some spaces. So, and there's the kitchen. We've got the collar ties in and all the rafters, and I'll finish up the purlins now. And I've got some more framing around the corner here to form the end of the pantry. So they have it all filmed. I don't know if I can get the camera up there to, there's really no good way to show me putting this stuff up. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna put it up, and then I'll get up there and we'll walk around on top of the stuff and you can see what I've been working on. All right. All right, there's some power planing to be done. I got to trim the tops of these. I think that's next. And some power planing to be done, but and I've also got figure out how to finish off the top up here. I think I got to get a 2x8 and cut a bevel on the top and the bottom so that the roof boards have some place to land up here, and it finishes off this edge. So I've got to do that, and I don't know what else. This whole area here has to be addressed. I'm wondering if I should put some nail. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Somehow this, I've got to put there's got to be a finished board in here somehow that covers this space up, and I'm not really sure how. If I can put it off till later, I'd love to do that, and maybe that's what I'll try to do, is just put it off till later. Anyway, but I still got to get this board on. You can see there's some height differences. Got to get power planed and cut the top, and then I have a few boards that are stained, so I'm going to get started on that. And then the staining party hasn't done any more staining, so I'll probably do some framing downstairs and get that going. So there are a lot of little details that have been put off, and they have to be addressed before I can go a whole lot further. So yeah, so I think after I mess with the roof a little, I'll start working in here, get this all resolved. All right, can't power plane up on the roof and carry the camera, so, and I'm not strapping it to my head, so I'll show you when I'm done, or show you the next step. All right.